Hello guys, in this video tutorial we are going to talk about switch in JavaScript. Okay, switch in JavaScript. Okay, before I proceed with this, I have to talk more on the one we learned so far, which is the if statement. Okay, the if statement. Let me just create a new file. Okay, let me call it switch.html. Okay, using my HTML version 5 stuff. Okay, give it the title of switch. Okay, so let me talk more about the if statement so that you can know how you can easily differentiate them. You know, in if statement there are three. We have three types of if statement. Okay, the first one is known as if statement itself. This if statement is the one that goes like this: the if, then the condition goes here, and the code block goes here. Okay, the one that has only if, condition goes here. Okay, we have talked about this. Then code expression goes here. Okay, this one is known as the if statement. Okay, so apart from this if statement, we have another one we have taught. I just want you to know how you, just when you see if statement, know that it's the one that has only if, like this. Okay, when you see if x and x if, this one is the one that people sometimes confused. We have the if x, okay, if x, and we have the else if. Okay, if else is the one that has that only else condition, because if comes first before x, something like this. The one that goes like this: if the condition comes here, your code blocks comes here, it now have the else. You understand? Something like this. Okay, this one is the one known as if x. You can see the if, you can see the x, right? Like I said earlier, condition goes here. Okay, when the condition is true, this code will run. Okay, when the condition is false, the else code now will run. Okay, so this is for if x. Okay, just watch. We have if, we have x. Okay, this is how you know it. Then the x if is the one that has so much conditions. The one that has like this: if this, code runs for this. We now have x if. You see where we got the name now: x if. Okay, condition, code runs for the condition. We equally has the another one, x if. Okay, we continue it like this until the last one that goes with x. Okay, we say that you write a condition here, you write a code for a code that will work when this condition here is true. Okay, you write a condition here as well, write a code that will work when this condition is true. You write a condition here, write a code that will work when this condition is true. Then for this x now is when none of this condition is true, this will work. You can continue your x if like this. This is x if. Okay, another x if. You can put as many as you want to. Okay, you can put as many as you want to, and you finally end it with this x, which means when none of them are true. Okay, this is for the x if. You see where we got the name x if. Whereby this is the if x, we have the if, we now have the x. Where this is the if statement. Okay, I just want to try to help you understand how you can differentiate them offhand and easily. Okay, now switch was introduced to cope for this, because here we are kind of writing a lot of code for else if statement. Okay, we use switch when we have more of conditions to talk about. we just write switch to switch them over. Okay, so I can say that if switch statement is an advanced way of writing else if statement. Two of them are used to perform the same thing, but it is advised you use switch when the conditions is plenty. You use switch. If you can still use else if, there is no problem with that. They can still give you the same result. But when the condition has too much, you don't want to write much code, switch statement is the best one to use. Okay, switch statement has this syntax. Okay, it goes like this. First of all, you write a switch. Okay, when you write a switch, you now write the expression here. Remember, this is not condition. What you write here is expression, not condition. Then you now start with something like this. Here now talks about the condition case 1. Okay, let me say case 1. You put it in column. Okay. Sorry guys, I was being distracted somehow. Okay, case 1 in column. Okay, then code. Then code for case 1 goes here. I'll give an example. Okay, after the code for the case 1, you say break. This is just a syntax. Okay, when we start writing the code, I will try to explain more on this. Okay, once you have this, remember you have only one curly bracket, then your conditions continues here. Okay, it goes just like that for case 2, case 3, case 4 to the number of case you want. Okay, this is case 2. Okay, the code for the case 2 goes, you have break. Okay, you do for the case 3 based on the number of conditions you want to look into. Okay, case 3, you break. Okay, I will tell you why we are breaking, right? We have case 4. Okay, you break. It will continue going like this until when all the cases finish. Then we have the default now. The default is just like the if that x we have in else if statement. Okay, and when you have the default like this, just write it like this, default. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not okay. Yes, default. Then the code for default goes here. Okay, let me explain, guys. Here you make your expression. Okay, when you make your expression, you start the statement. When it is this, do this, break. This break is don't continue the program. Once you do this, stop, come out from the switch. Okay, then if it is not this, now go to case 2. If case 2 is correct, or if the condition for case 2 is okay, do this, break. That means come out from this switch. If it is not, go to 3, just like that. Then if none of this case here is true, do the default, just like the else we have in if statement, else if statement. Sorry. Okay, let me just clear this, give an example. Okay, let me just create a variable. I will call this variable Sunday. Okay, I will call this variable days in a week, number of days in a week. Okay, let me call it days number, for instance. Okay, I will say days number is 0. Okay, I have just created a variable, right? What am I saying? Okay, this is supposed to be script, guys. This is script. Okay, style is for CSS, script is for JavaScript. Okay, I have created a variable now. I just want to do my switch stuff. Okay, I will now say switch. Okay, what I'm switching now is actually this variable that I created. Okay, I put this. Okay, I think this is the syntax for switch. Then what I'm switching is this. Okay, I put it here. Okay, then I believe that this variable runs from 0 to 7. You know, days number in a week. We are saying when it is 1, it is Monday. When it is 2, it is Tuesday. When it is 3, Wednesday. 4, Thursday. 5, Friday. You know, just like that. Days number. But when it is 0, it simply means that it is not a days number, or the number there is invalid. Okay, we can start something like this. We can now say case 1. That is when this variable is equals to 1. This is what we mean. Case 1, now we are talking about the value of this. The value of this days number becomes this. Okay, case 1. What do we want to do? We want to alert. Okay, we want to alert it is Monday. Okay, it is Monday. Okay, then we'll break. We says break, that's run this code and leave the switch and come out from this switch statement. But if it is not like that, if it is not case 1, move to case 2. That is when this number is equals to 2. Okay, alert this for us. So I think I will be copying this and I'll be editing it. It will be easier for me. Okay, case 1, we say alert is Monday, right? Then case 2, we say it is Tuesday. Okay, case 3, we say it is Wednesday. Okay, it is Wednesday. Case 4, it is Thursday. Case 5 is Friday. Okay. Case 5 is Friday. Case 6 is Saturday. Case 6, Saturday. And case 7, Sunday. Okay. Case 7, Sunday. Okay, I want us to understand that the space I'm giving doesn't really matter. If I like, I will not give a space like this. I'm just giving it to make it readable to the eye so that somebody can read it and understand. So it's not mandatory you must give 2 line space the way I did it. No, you just give a space, reasonable space, so that people can really read your code. Okay, now we have walked through case 1 to case 7. Then we now say default. Default simply means anything different from this case we just listed. Okay, alert for us. Okay, default alert for us invalid number. Okay, invalid this number, right? Okay, in default we don't need to break because that's the last statement. Okay, we are not breaking because there's no other code under this switch statement. Okay, so we are going to run our code. Okay, now we have this number is 0, so case 1 is not called. Case 1 is a kind of false because we are looking at 0. So case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4. None here is case 0, so it's going to run this default, which is invalid this number. Okay, let me run this code. Reveal in Explorer. Okay, that is it. Switch HTML. Okay, you see what I have now. Invalid this number, right? Okay, back to the code. Let me change this to 1. Okay, let me change it to 1. Okay, it will say it is Monday. Okay, I refresh. You see what we have now. It is Monday. Okay, you see that this makes it easier for us to write X if statement. We just use switch. instead of using the else if statement. Okay, when we say 5, case 5 is Friday. Okay, if you refresh, you see we are getting Friday. In switch statement, it's not mandatory you must use number. I can use a string. I can say obi. Okay, you know a string is always in quote. I can say obi like this. It will still say invalid days number. Okay, I can equally add this in my case statement by doing something like this. I can copy this, put it here. Okay, I'm not talking about case OB. It should be in quote this time around because this is a string. I say case OB. What will happen is it is OB. Okay, it is OB. So now we have our days number to be OB. This case OB now is the one that will work. Okay, let me refresh. You see what we have? It is OB. So I'm just doing this to prove to you that anything can be the case. Okay, you can say OB is a boy, case OB is a boy. You just, when this is OB is a boy, that case will work. Okay, I refresh. Invalid days number. Okay, maybe I didn't write it exactly the same way that was writing. OB is a boy. Okay, OB is a boy. Let me just copy it exactly. Okay, so case OB is a boy. What do we have? It is OB. Okay, yes, so can do something like this. OB is a boy. So when the variable is OB is the boy, the alert it is OB is the one that runs. Okay guys, that's all for switch statement. Thank you so much. Bye bye.